Hello everyone and welcome to Lost in the Episode. Today we're going to be talking about Amazon's new original teen thriller series based on the best-selling novel of the same name, Panic. Though I'm not familiar with the source material, this new show is adapted by the author herself, Lauren Oliver, so hopefully fans of the book will be pleased. But does it have enough chills and thrills to satisfy people like me who are unfamiliar with the source material? Let's talk about it. All 10 episodes of the first season of Panic are streaming now on Amazon Prime. This series is written and created by Lauren Oliver based on her 2014 novel. It stars Olivia Welch, Mike Faist, Camron Jones, Jessica Sula, Ray Nicholson, Bonnie Bedelia, and Enrique Murciano. Every summer, the graduating seniors of a small Texas town risk their lives competing in a series of challenges that forces them to confront their deepest fears for their chance to win a life-changing grand prize. The plot of Amazon's new show immediately piqued my interest because it reminded me a lot of the 2016 film Nerve that I actually really enjoyed, but always thought it would have been better suited as a show or limited series. Now, 5 years later, Amazon and writer Lauren Oliver have come to the rescue with a show that has nearly the same plot, but doesn't rely on social media and is much more scaled back compared to that Emma Roberts Dave Franco vehicle. And although I enjoyed this series in a guilty pleasure sort of way, Panic feels like it just sort of chugs along with not much purpose besides trying to check off a list of cliches from the genre. The series follows Heather, a recently graduated high school senior who has been saving up for the last 4 years to go off to college and to get away from her deadbeat mom. Her friend Natalie, who is also trying to get out of their small town and move to LA, plans on playing Panic to get enough cash to make that happen. Panic is a notorious game that is played every summer where kids just out of high school enter to compete in a series of life-threatening and terrifying challenges. The contestants are judged by an unknown panel that are watching their every move, but this year the stakes become even higher as the grand prize is bigger than ever and the deaths of the 2 kids who participated last year has put the game on the authorities' radar. When Heather's money for college is stolen, she decides she must compete and risk her life to get out of this town once and for all. Throughout the entirety of Panic, I couldn't help but think that this show was made for the Freeform channel and Amazon picked it up last minute or something. Because besides a barrage of F-bombs throughout the series, this seems tailor-made for that network's demographic. That's not to say that I don't appreciate some of Freeform's repertoire of teenage melodramas like Shadowhunters, The Fosters, and most recently Cruel Summer, but Panic is almost a carbon copy of their most popular shows and not one of their best ones. I do appreciate and welcome Amazon getting out of their comfort zone and offering different kinds of entertainment on their platform though. What holds this show together, for me at least, is that central premise, and Panic does make good use of it. Through these 10 episodes, these kids are put through the ringer, and although it didn't really feel like the stakes were all that high until the last couple of episodes, I was engaged by the fact that we were constantly being introduced to new, frightening challenges. The show is also extremely keen on what makes a binge-worthy show, as every time I was starting to lose interest or nod off, which I must admit happened a lot, a shocking twist or horrifying moment would amp up the tension again to keep me watching and from tuning out completely. The cast is all fine here. Our witty lead heroine Heather is played by Olivia Welch and she's charming enough, but I never felt fully invested in her. Although the show does its damnedest to make us empathize with her because of the terrible situation she is in with her mother, I never reached a point in the show that I connected with her plight. And that would have been fine if there were other characters here that I could have latched onto, but there are so many people in this show, and almost all of them are so thinly conceived and mostly consist of common cliches that I felt like the show ended up feeling empty on an emotional level. The only actor that I think rises above the material and the bad boy persona he was given is Nicholson, Jack Nicholson's son, as Ray. Though he's been written as the typical punk douchebag type, he brings a touch of sincerity to the role that I was definitely not expecting. I also wish that the showrunners had infused a little more style and visual flair into this series, because I think that would have really helped elevate this material further. Although Nerve wasn't groundbreaking by any means, it took its genre conventions and limitations and upped the ante by making it a highly stylized visual and auditory experience. Panic could have done the same, but there is absolutely nothing exciting about the way this show has been presented, with quite a generic feel to it. And so, unfortunately, as the finale came to a close, I wasn't clamoring to see what would happen next in another season. All I really wanted to do was go back and watch Nerve. In Lost in the Episode, I rate each show in one of 4 different tiers. Must watch, watch if you like the genre it exists in, watch if there is nothing else to watch, and skip it altogether. I make that decision from combining 2 different scores. One based on entertainment value, how bingeable or watchable a show is, and production quality, the caliber of the writing, acting, direction, etc. Panic is one of those shows that will definitely go down as a guilty pleasure. And although some episodes did seem to drag on, and I don't think this story warranted 10 episodes, I still found myself being engaged by the twists and turns, so for entertainment value, the show gets an 85%. When it comes to the production quality, I was really hoping for some more style to this show, as it really felt run-of-the-mill to me. And although most of the actors were fine, I think that they were really let down by this show's cheesy writing and weak characterization. So I will be giving that a score of 71%, which gives it an overall score of 78%. And that means that I believe you should watch Panic if you don't have anything else to watch. When all is said and done, your enjoyment of this show really will depend on what you are looking for in your entertainment. If you are searching for a turn your brain off at the door teen mystery melodrama that pretty much equates to a breezy beach read, you could do much worse than Panic. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Episode. We will see you soon.